This is a first time ever dream match scheduled for one fall. And now the combatant to get set for battle first. To my right, coming to us from Puebla, Mexico. Weighing at 73 kilos, Hijo Del Vikingo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's opponent to my left, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, holding an official weight of 206 pounds. He is the wanted man, Nic Nemeth.
Me speaking personally, Jason, on what we do professionally and what we've done sitting at this desk for 6 years, when you think Nic Nemeth, you think resilience. He's one of the most gutsy, most gritty performers of our generation. You think consistent as well as performance in that ring. He gets in there and is as consistent as anyone in the business. He's reliable. He's rarely been injured, which is a testament to how good he operates in that ring. And what I think is the most talented thing about Nemeth is that every time he steps into the ring, he makes everybody in that ring with him better.
Well, you know, he is someone who I think for many, many years underutilized,
Yes.
more than underrated. I think people knew how good he was. And ever since leaving WWE, I mean, he has been to a lot of different places. As we said earlier, TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He calls himself the show off. He has been showing off and showing up. And tonight, this is a first time ever match. And so I wonder, you know, Vikingo is coming off a very serious injury.
Yes.
Earlier this year.
Meniscus.
Torn meniscus, ruptured ligament in his knee, underwent surgery. How do you scout someone like Vikingo? Because he's unlike anybody that I've seen right now in wrestling. I'm sure Nemeth has done his homework.
Nemeth has been in that ring with all shapes and
Best of the
sizes.
best.
Best of the best. If there's anybody that can figure out how to operate against Vikingo.
Champion in so many different places. You know, you were mentioning WWE before. Obviously a former world heavyweight champion. But he's also been an IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, AAA Mega Champion, as Vikingo has.
Now what does, there's a cover there by Nemeth. Now Vikingo coming into this match, out since February. What is his mentality coming on in here? This is his first match in North America since February, since that torn meniscus. What is his mentality coming into a match like this with Nemeth? What do you think he's thinking? Is he thinking about that knee injury?
He's thinking, don't get hurt. I would imagine. Now, I remember talking to Mike Santana when he came back from that, not long after he came back from that ACL tear. And it's not something that you just forget about, you know. It does, I think, to some extent, it does impact the way that you move around, you know, maybe some risks that you might not take.
Yes.
And that's really Vikingo's style. I mean, he wrestles a very high-risk style. So, which is not to say that we won't see some of the flashy, crazy moves that we see from him, but I do think it affects you. How could it not?
Vikingo will also compete at TNA Bound for Glory this coming weekend, challenging Mike Bailey for the TNA X Division Championship. He also will have a rematch for that AAA Mega Championship in November against Alberto El Cuchillo.
Look at this.
Nice roll through there by Vikingo. Fireman's carry takeover.
Vikingo, he is so quick.
Look at that, so fluid in everything he does.
Longest reigning AAA Mega Champion this year, 833 days, and the youngest when he won that title.
Vikingo looking to fly, testing that knee early. And he does.
And it looks good. Got a big smile on his face. Firmly in control of this match. You know, Vikingo made his wrestling debut. He was just 15 years old. Wow. Rey Mysterio Jr., he wrestled his first match when he was 14. A lot of comparisons have been made between the two men.
shuffle. Big frog splash, beautifully done. Cover. Ooh.
Both men recruited by Conan, both Ray and Vikingo. In fact, Conan has called Vikingo the next Rey Mysterio, which is very high
That's
praise.
unbelievable.
Rey Mysterio's in the Hall of Fame, and maybe Vikingo will find himself there one day.
Vikingo measuring Nemeth across the ring.
And Nemeth's in trouble right now.
Nemeth quick, moves out of the way. Big splash in the corner. Big Hangman's neck breaker by the TNA champion. Tuning up the band is the champ. Vikingo caught that. Nemeth was swinging wildly, trying to get one of those to land. One arm into the corner. Look at the strength of Vikingo. Powers Nemeth into the corner. Measuring again.
Oh, he hit the post. It looked like that's maybe in the temple even, the side of his
That
head.
was ridiculous. Nemeth dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, Vikingo hit hard. That is exactly the separation that Nemeth was trying to create for himself. And, you know, we asked the question before with Vikingo coming back from the injury. You know, Nemeth has a huge title defense.
Yes.
Bound for Glory next weekend. Which is not to say that he's going to pull his punches, but, you know, does he have that on his mind? Big championship match coming up next weekend. Obviously, he's doing what he can. He doesn't want to leave here too banged up.
No, I'm sure Joe Hendry's watching at home with vested interest.
Joe Hendry, part of our last event. Against Joey Janela, big win there. I'm sure he's paying very close attention to this match.
Nemeth measuring Vikingo. Big elbow drop. Show off cover there, not enough. Nemeth Jason explained why he wanted to continue to wrestle after WWE. He says, I wanted everybody to know that not only was I as good as I was, but I could win championships. And you can put a company behind me, and I feel like WWE knew that already, but never saw it in practice. He has a great time outside WWE so far. And he's showing us why he's so good.
Yeah, and all over the world, too. I mentioned Japan, Mexico. He has not slowed down.
He slowed this match down now, which is exactly what he needed to do. As Vikingo on that ropes, but Nemeth rolls to the center of the ring with a chicken wing.
Yeah, chicken wing, I was going to say. I mean, how do you escape? Especially when you're in the middle of the ring like that.
He's done a great job of grounding the high-flying offense of
It's a
Vikingo.
painful hold.
Vikingo has brought a modern flair to Lucha Libre, gaining him recognition all over the world with a cover here. Wow! How did he kick out of that? Right into a camel clutch there by Nic Nemeth.
Yeah, I will say I'm surprised that Nemeth is not targeting the knee. We've seen him have a vicious mean streak in the past. That Vikingo gets his foot on the bottom rope. Referee Nick Shinga to call for the rope break. But I'm surprised. I was expecting him to go after the knee, obviously being a weak spot for Vikingo, and also helping to ground him.
Nic Nemeth showing off here. This is that big elbow. Went for it once, nailed it twice, missed it.
Showed off a little too much.
Vikingo here, cover. Vikingo's also made appearances in AEW.
He made appearances here in House of Glory. We've seen him twice before. Last year, great match against Low Key. Previously against Charles Mason. This is not his first rodeo here at the NYC Arena.
That AEW appearance came on the main event of AEW Dynamite with Kenny Omega. Herald is one of the best main events that show's ever seen.
In fact, he beat Kenny Omega at Triple Mania last year to retain that mega title.
As he just got clotheslined over the top rope on that ramp. There's no good business that happens out there.
Trust me, I was just on that ramp. It's hard. It's very unforgiving if you fall on it.
Nemeth now looking to do severe damage here.
Oh, this will be curtains if he hits this.
Vikingo punches his way out of that powerbomb attempt. Oh my goodness.
And there's not
You could physically feel Vikingo's pain right now.
Look at Nemeth. I mean, he did damage to himself. I don't know how smart that was, but there's not a lot of room to maneuver on that ramp. It's very narrow. I don't know how wise that was for Nemeth.
He's rolled right into the ring. He's asking Nick Shin to count him out. He'll take it any way he can. That's a smart move, like you mentioned, because he needs to preserve himself for Joe Hendry.
Watch the impact here.
Oof. Vikingo makes it back in.
Barely.
Nemeth quickly goes for a cover. He hooks the leg. Vikingo powers out.
I don't think that was the best cover. Nemeth. Well, one thing he's done a very good job of here is slowing down Vikingo. Because we've seen him flying around the ring. I mean, we've seen him in the ring with Commander, and I mean, anybody and everybody, and he is just flying around. I mean, you can't ground him. Nemeth has found a way.
One thing is noticeable, though, he's definitely toned down his style, at least for tonight, against Nic Nemeth. One has to wonder if he's worried about that knee.
Like I told you
Nemeth
before.
is just that good, and he's just done a great job of grounding Vikingo.
A combination of both.
Ooh, right, that was low. Nemeth is gloating about his work there. Wrist lock now. And that's the speed Vikingo possesses, able to just get out of any situation. Beautiful arm drag. Nemeth with a jumping knee. Oh my God!
There's that famouser. He spiked him.
Wow! That move has won Nemeth many a championship. And Vikingo is still alive in this mega match here at HOG Salvation.
Can't find it anywhere else. First time ever these two men meeting here in the middle of the ring. Here it is again. I don't even know if he landed on his face so much as the crown of his head. But it was not enough.
Nemeth now calling for an end.
Could be setting up for that danger zone. They may be taking too much time.
Wow! Super kick by Vikingo, and Nemeth returns it. Ropes. Vikingo quick with that big roaring elbow. Nemeth hanging up in the ropes. He don't know where he is. Oof. Both men trading monster blows here, back and forth. Oh my God, and a double kick right to the face and a double down.
Battle so far. Again, we are here live at the NYC Arena, packed house for HOG Salvation. Both these men trying to beat the count back to their feet. Nick Shin's up to about 7 or 8.
Nemeth up and moving first. Both men now. Center of the ring. Shot. Vikingo takes his elbow pad off. Looks like Nemeth is winning this one.
Don't count Vikingo out, though.
Big roaring elbow by Vikingo.
There you go.
What a spinning kick there. Holy cow, Nemeth is just laying out in the corner. Vikingo charges. What a meteora. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Nemeth with presence of mind, he rolls out to the apron. Or actually, out to the ramp. I don't think that's going to stop Vikingo.
No. What has he got going on here? Oh my goodness, Vikingo full head of steam. Oh! Oh no, Jason.
I think he moved out of the way. Nemeth was able to avoid it.
Oh my gosh!
A danger zone on the ramp.
You have to be kidding me. Nemeth throws him in, hooks the leg, and that is enough to get the victory.
And Nic Nemeth is going to roll into Bound for Glory next weekend with all the momentum. But look at this, Vikingo missed. He landed, I don't know if it was on his rear end or his knee, but Nemeth saw the opportunity and boom, right on that ramp. There is no padding, there is no protection.
I know he calls the move the danger zone, but that legitimately is the danger zone out there.
Yes, absolutely.
And that was enough to get the victory.
And it got the job done, but a hell of a fight between these two men. First time ever here in House of Glory.
What a showing for Vikingo as he's holding his knee. He came down wicked on that ramp.
Oh wait, Nemeth is coming back. What is he doing?
Look at that. Nemeth, the professional that he is. Sign of respect to Vikingo tonight.
HOG. HOG.